as we're getting news in from Srinagar. We'll of course come back to this big news we're tracking. We're getting news of firing going on, an encounter believed to be going on in Srinagar. These are visuals coming to you live. It's a militant attack that's been suspected, is what police are saying. A militant attack in the area of Bemina in Srinagar. Mufti Isla joining us on the phone line. Mufti, what are you picking up?
Well, Amrita, these are details very sketchy as of now, but we're learning that there's a shootout going from Bemina area, which is barely 4 kilometers away from the main city center, Lal Chowk. Now, we've been told that since last 15 to 20 minutes, fighting is going on. There's vital installations like CRPF facilities there. There's a police school which runs there even on Hartal days like these. So we believe that although details are very sketchy, yes, police is confirming now there's a shootout going on in that area. But we're trying to reach that spot. We've come to know that either this militant has gone into a building and now police and CRPF contingent, they've zeroed in on this building. All this is not confirmed whether the militant is shot dead or not. But yes, certainly there's a firing going on within the city, 4 kilometers away from the main city hub.
4 kilometers away from the main city hub. And Mufti, information you're bringing us as we try to get more details on that fighting that's going on. You're saying vital installations in that area, including the CRPF barracks and a police school. And you did mention the Hartal that was called, that was over the execution of Afzal Guru.
Well, yes, so the valley is observing Hartal today. This is in response to the separatist call. Yesterday, they had said that whole of the valley should remain shut in view of centre's denial to transfer the body of Afzal to his family. Now, that was one aspect. Second aspect is that this all started all of a sudden in an hour back when militants perhaps have attacked some area, although details are very sketchy. But yes, since last 20 to 30 minutes, fighting is going on. We don't know the extent of damage or injuries to any, but we do see dramatic visuals which are now on the screen also. It seems that militants have attacked some facility, although we don't know the details as of now because this is very early part of the day.
Absolutely. So you're saying 15 to 20 minutes possibly this has been going on. So we understand, of course, the details still coming in. They continue to trickle in. We don't want to speculate, but Mufti, does it look like a CRPF camp could have been the target of this attack?
Well, could be, because there is a CRPF facility out there. There's also a CRPF hostel out there. Besides that, there is a police school. This is a very important road. It takes you, it's the main bypass which takes you to towns like Baramulla and Kupwara. And we saw 3 months back when militants did attack on this very road. The attack was that time on a hotel. This time it seems that Bemina, because this area is extremely close to Lal Chowk, the city hub, could be that militants were trying to spring a surprise. But as I've been saying, maintaining that we don't know the extent of injuries or damages or what the attack could be.
Right.
It's just a conjecture that there are some facilities and militants might have tried to attack those. One thing I can confirm is that since last 20 to 30 minutes, there's fighting going on. It's not stopped, and we will get you the latest details as and when we reach the spot.
Absolutely. Mufti Isla trying to make his way to that spot. We, of course, trying to keep you on the phone line, Mufti, just to get us more. We are seeing visuals of, it looks like someone being carried who was possibly wounded in that. And, of course, the CRPF officers are trying to move the cameras and the press away from this. As you're telling us, something that's ongoing right now. There's been fighting for 20 to 30 minutes. We're not obviously speculating on possible motives, possible targets, but considerable tension. And, of course, Mufti, safe to say this is a high security area as well.
Well, yes, it is. As I've been saying that there is a CRPF facility. This is a main road which takes you to Baramulla and Kupwara. So this road is occasioned, in fact, used very much by the army, the convoys which go up to Kupwara and further to line of control. This is very important, and it's because it's next to the city. Could be that there would have been some militant movement. Either the security forces went after them or they were planning some attack. But all this will be learnt later when we get confirmation from police or CRPF. The CRPF maintaining this time that they're trying to find out the details. Same thing was told by the police spokesman out here. But we believe that because there are some few facilities of CRPF, of police, militants could have been trying to spring a surprise. Can't be, saying anything more than this. But firing certainly is going on since last 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the detail as we near to this spot. I do hear some shots being fired, whether in the air, or by militants, or whether it's a shootout. We'll be giving that detail in a couple of more minutes.
Mufti, as you head towards the spot, of course, stay safe, out of the range of fire. I do want to ask you, as you try and get more details as well, is it safe to say the valley has been, I mean, we've seen the tension, there have been clashes in the recent past as well, certainly on edge, and today again, as you're saying, the separatists called Hartal over the execution of Afzal Guru and the handing over of his body to the family.
Well, yes, since last month we have seen heightened tension. We've seen string of curfews and hartals, called by separatists. The government also announcing curfews to see that there is no violence on the roads that we saw in 2010. This time, preemptive detentions also being carried, separatists being also held in their respective homes. But this really has come as a surprise. I am sure that authorities would not have been prepared since they're dealing with law and order situation post Afzal Guru's hanging and the issue of burial. But this really has come as a surprise, and the authorities who are dealing with law and order situation this time really having a tough call, in the sense that this is a militant attack, and whether they were prepared for it or not. But it seems that they are on the job. The CRPF and police are moving onto this building where perhaps this militant is hiding. But yes, we will get you more details as we get near to this site.
All right, and Mufti, heading towards that spot that he's telling us about in Bimaina in Srinagar, telling us how there are vital installations there, including a CRPF camp. A police school is there, so we're waiting to get any sort of information at all in terms of what the target was of this, the firing going on for 20 to 30 minutes. We don't know the target. No one has taken responsibility for this yet either, Mufti.
Well, yes, I did try to speak to the CRPF people. I did try to speak to the police spokesperson. All they were saying is that they want to first ascertain. But one thing they did confirm, that it's a shootout, which is barely 4 kilometers away from the city center. And perhaps militants were trying to plan something big. And this being a season of hartals and curfew, perhaps authorities were not prepared for this. And more details will follow, as I've been saying.
अभी क्या कोई पता चला किस तंजीम से रिलेटेड थे ये दोनों? अभी वो तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन का विषय है कि किस तंजीम से है। अभी आप देख रहे हैं कि दोनों सीआरपीएफ के 5 हमारे जवान शहीद हुए हैं इसमें, और दोनों फिदाइन जो है वो न्यूट्रलाइज किए गए हैं। तो बाकी डिटेल्स जो है आपको बता देंगे। अभी क्या सर्च चल रही है सर? सर्च आगे चल रही है, बाकी देखा जा रहा है। सर क्या स्कूल बंद था? स्कूल तो बंद था आज। सर बच्चे सामने क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे स्कूल। सर मेन टारगेट क्या सीआरपीएफ क्या था? जी हाँ, टारगेट यहाँ का पीस टारगेट था। यहाँ का अमन टारगेट था। इंजर्ड कितना? इंजर्ड की काफी खबर आ रही है। इंजर्ड है हमारे सीआरपीएफ के 6-7 जवान इंजर्ड हैं, जो भी हॉस्पिटल शिफ्ट हो गए हैं। बच्चे तो नहीं इंजर्ड है सर? नहीं, बच्चे अभी तक कोई इंजर्ड नहीं है। थैंक यू सर।
All right, an official spokesperson there is telling the press that 5 CRPF jawans were killed in that attack. We have to reconfirm that for you, saying that 2 militants, he said 2 fidain had been neutralized in that attack. The target seemed to have been the CRPF camp itself. Luckily not getting any, so far the news is that none of the children were injured. He said school was shut today. That there's a police school, as Mufti was telling us, right there in that area. The school was shut. The children were playing cricket outside. Luckily no news of any injuries to the children. But they're waiting to get more in terms of an investigation. All of this taking place, as you're seeing just a short while ago, is when the firing broke out. So army and CRPF officials there saying that these were suspected militants. They're saying 2 fidain were neutralized, 2 fidain were killed in this attack. And I believe he did say 5 CRPF jawans have lost their lives as well in this. 6 to 7 CRPF jawans were injured in this attack. We're going to, of course, try and play that out for you again as soon as we can. But luckily telling us as well that no children were amongst the injured or the casualties. Mufti telling us this area is just kilometers away, 4 kilometers away from the hub of the city. Bimaina in Srinagar, also home to vital installations like the CRPF camp that is believed to have been the target of this attack. A police school that luckily was shut today. Children are playing outside, though. They were playing cricket when the firing began, and the firing seems to have gone on for 20 to 30 minutes. And what we're hearing from authorities is that that Fidain, the militants there, alleged militants, opened fire. They believe the target may have been the CRPF camp itself, but of course that has to be confirmed as soon as an investigation is called. All of these details just trickling in now because this is news that is coming in, the firing beginning about 20 to 30 minutes ago itself. So all the visuals you're getting right now live from Srinagar, but it is an ongoing situation right now. The CRPF or the official spokesperson there saying that that the two alleged militants have been killed as well in this attack, but 5 CRPF Jawans seem to have lost their lives. 6 or 7 of them are also injured. We did see some visuals of some of the Jawans being carried away. There's an ambulance, of course, on standby. Luckily, as we're saying, none of the children seem to be injured in this. Mufti Islah is back on the phone line with us. He's at that area. Mufti, can you confirm to us what we were hearing, that 5 CRPF Jawans have lost their lives and the 2 Fidain also were killed?
Well, yes, I can confirm you that 2 militants who could be Fidains have been now shot. This was also told by the Inspector General of Police who visited the site. Many officers telling us, we see, as we talk to you, Amrita, we see a large number of CRPF at the place. In fact, they did carry some of 4 CRPF men who were injured in this. So far, we're learning that these 2 militants were trying to do something big, at least planning to do something big. Now they have been shot. Their bodies are lying near the police school. And that's all I can tell you. But certainly, the area looking very tense as we speak. CRPF and police trying to go for the searches. These are detailed searches that would be carried inside the school and in that area, so that no other militants remain. But yes, 2 militants have now been shot. Their bodies are lying out there, and this is the confirmation we got from police also.
So 2 alleged militants shot dead. The police, the IGF police also saying that it seems 6 to 7 CRPF Jawans were injured in that attack. I believe he said 5 CRPF Jawans were killed, but we have to double check that.
We have to, all we can tell you at this juncture is that 3 to 4 CRPF men have been injured. Further details would be given. We believe these 4 CRPF men have been taken to hospital. More details will follow, Amrita.